In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on April 5th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. New York Knicks versus Indiana Pacers. The New York Knicks travel to Indiana to take on the Pacers on Wednesday night. The Knicks are all but locked into the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference with a 2.5 game lead over 6th place Brooklyn with just 3 games left in the season. The Pacers will be heading to the NBA draft lottery this spring after a disappointing second half knocked them out of playoff contention. The Knicks are 35-16 against the spread in their last 51 road games and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games, playing on 2 days rest. The Pacers are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games, playing on 2 days rest. The over is 5-2 in Knicks' last 7 overall. The over is 6-2 in Pacers' last 8 home games. The Knicks are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. The Knicks are keeping an eye on R.J. Barrett, who is questionable with an illness, while the Pacers have ruled out Tyrese Halliburton and they have Miles Turner listed as questionable. The New York Knicks should roll here, but they're also pretty much locked into the 5th seed, so it wouldn't be surprising to see guys either sit out or just not play at the level you'd expect. The Indiana Pacers are getting drilled left and right, but they're at home and are 10-7 against the spread when underdogs of 7.5 or more points. So the Indiana Pacers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Already one of the worst defenses in the NBA, I can't imagine that the lottery-bound Pacers will be highly committed on the defensive end in this matchup. In fact, Indiana has gone over the total in 6 of its last 8 home games. They have also gone over the total in 6 of their last 8 games against teams from the Atlantic Division. The Knicks should be quite comfortable playing at the fast pace that Indiana typically moves. Indiana is ranked 7th in the league in pace of play, and despite being ranked just 26th, the Knicks will be playing smaller lineups more frequently with Randle out, so they will be apt to run more. New York has gone over the total in 5 of its last 7 games. Look for that trend to continue here. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Brooklyn Nets versus Detroit Pistons. 2 teams each on the latter half of their final back-to-back of the season meet up on Wednesday night as the Brooklyn Nets head to Detroit to take on a Detroit Pistons that is playing at home for the final time this year. The Pistons do have the added benefit of being the team that doesn't have to travel in this back-to-back spot, and with last place in the league already locked up, Pistons brass can't have any beef if the team starts to win. In fact, now would be the best time to do it. So can the Pistons bring one last positive memory to the home crowd in a season full of dismal ones? Or will this Detroit team that's been overmatched against everyone all year long suffer one more double-digit home loss? The Nets are 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 road games and 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. The Pistons are 8-3 against the spread in their last 11 Wednesday games and 2-6-1 against the spread in their last 9 games overall. The over is 4-1 in Nets' last 5 games, playing on 0 days rest. The under is 7-3 in Pistons' last 10 overall. The Nets are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Detroit and 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. I don't want to back the Detroit Pistons as much as the next guy, but this line is thick. The Brooklyn Nets are on the end of a back-to-back, and they're just 2-4 against the spread as double-digit favorites. 11 of the Pistons' 32 covers this season have come as double-digit underdogs. It's also the last home game for the Pistons, so maybe they'll play hard for the fans one last time. I'm willing to fall on Detroit's sword in this against the spread spot, grabbing the points with the team that's at home, didn't have to travel, and is also playing their home finale. Yes, Brooklyn is the team that needs to and should win this game outright to keep that number 6 seed. But considering the roster turnover they've had this season, is seeing them slide to the play-in round going to be all that surprising? I just don't think it will be, and it's possibly going to happen because the Nets just don't have the talent that they did earlier in the year, and definitely not the talent right now to lay this kind of number on the road. Give me the free points. So the Detroit Pistons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The over is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings between these teams and 5-1 in the last 6 meetings in Detroit. The over is 4-0 in the Nets' last 4 versus a team with a losing straight-up record and 4-1 in their last 5 games playing on 0 days rest. The over is also 4-0 in the Pistons' last 4 versus a team with a winning straight-up record. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Wizards vs. Atlanta Hawks. The Washington Wizards pay a visit to the Atlanta Hawks at the State Farm Arena on Wednesday night. The Washington Wizards have been in a slump as they've lost 8 of their last 10 games overall, and they will be hoping to avoid a 4th straight defeat after getting beaten by the Bucks in a 140-128 loss last night. Kendrick Nunn led the way with 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists off the bench. Jay Huff added 17 points, while Johnny Davis chipped in with 20 points. As a team, the Wizards shot 50% from the field and 13 of 27 from the three-point line as they got off to a poor start and couldn't slow down the Bucks until they fell behind by 24 points late in the 3rd quarter. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Hawks have been in decent shape as they've won 4 of their last 6 games overall, and they will be aiming for a 3rd straight victory after blowing past the Bulls in a 123-105 road win last night. Bogdan Bogdanovic led the team with 26 points and 5 assists. Saddiq Bey added 18 points, while DeJounte Murray chipped in with 17 points and 9 assists. As a team, the Hawks shot 55% from the field and 10 of 28 from the three-point line as they jumped all over the Bulls from the start and were always in control after taking a 13-point lead into halftime. The Wizards are 1-4-1 against the spread in their last 6 road games and 3-1-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Hawks are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games playing on 0 days rest and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. The under is 5-1 in Wizards' last 6 Wednesday games. The over is 5-1 in Hawks' last 6 Wednesday games. The over is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. The Wizards are still without Bradley Beal, Kristaps Porzingis, and Kyle Kuzma, while the Hawks could again be missing Trae Young, who sat out last night with an illness. The Atlanta Hawks should be big favorites for obvious reasons, as they're at home and have things to play for. The Washington Wizards are on the end of a back-to-back and have been bounced from playoff contention. However, let's not act like the Hawks are the most trustworthy team in the world. Double-digit chalk. It would surprise nobody if the Hawks lost this game outright for some weird reason. Give me the free points. So the Washington Wizards to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Hawks have gone over the point total or pushed in each of their last 2 games at home. They or their opponent has scored 120 or more points in 11 straight games. 2 of the 3 games played between these 2 teams this season have gone over the point total. The Hawks rank high in the NBA in several key offensive categories and are currently 4th overall in the NBA in scoring. The Wizards have gone over the point total in 2 of their last 3 games overall. Their shooters are efficient, ranking 8th in the league in shooting percentage, and they will need to score in bunches to keep up with the Hawks' high-powered offense. Atlanta currently ranks 9th in the league in pace of play. Most signs point to a higher scoring affair between these 2 teams on Wednesday. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.